Will no contact work if my ex lost feelings for me? This is a very common question that I get asked in private coaching sessions all the time. Of course, you are afraid that your no contact is going to push your ex further and further away, especially if they have lost feelings for you. This is the perfect video for you because the truth is that in 90% of cases, no contact is a positive action. It is a positive action simply because it is focused on your ability to be in the right mindset in order to see this process through. 90% of the times, even if your ex has lost feelings for you, no contact can help propel your breakup recovery in the right direction. In essence, you need to reset. You need to make sure that your grief, your fears, your anxieties, your insecurities, all of the heartbreak and heartache that you are feeling after a breakup isn't going to lead to negative actions that will push your ex away. Most individuals struggle to get back with the person that they love, not because of mistakes that occurred during the relationship, but because of behavior at the time of the breakup and thereafter. And so once you understand that no contact is primarily for you, you see why no contact can be so powerful and so positive no matter what mindset your ex is in. Ultimately, it's a good way to make sure that you take a step back and you understand the deep reasons behind why the relationship fell apart. You start to piece together exactly why your ex fell out of love or lost trust that you guys could be happy together, and you're able to see a lot of the blind spots, a lot of the behaviors and negative patterns that you perhaps started to embrace during the relationship. Without this period of pulling away, you can be so very easily triggered by what your ex says and by what your ex does. And quite frankly, it is very difficult to engage and interact with an ex in a way that will be attractive and uplifting simply because you are overwhelmed by the negative emotions that come with the breakup itself. Most people ask this question because of the false belief that talking to an ex is actually going to prevent them from moving on, from moving forward. And you think that staying connected, continuing to message them, asking your ex to do things, or interacting with their social media is somehow going to serve as a deterrent to them meeting someone else and moving on. In essence, it is staying connected becomes your way of playing defense. But nothing could be further from the truth. As you now know, that's when most mistakes happen. You're not going to be able to guilt trip your ex into taking you back. You're simply not. The only way to rebuild a relationship the right way is by inspiring them and by rebuilding trust. And how can you inspire or rebuild trust if you have not won yourself back, if you're not in the right mindset? So, never should we try to convince our ex to stay with us. Never should we try to play defense like we talked about. Instead, we want to focus on creating the right conditions for your ex to feel like they are choosing you, not that you're forcing them into anything. It doesn't lead to sustained success, healthy dynamics. And so that is why I really urge you to avoid this mistake of reaching out too soon, or reaching out to your ex from a place of neediness and desperation. It is one of the biggest mistakes that you can make actually after a breakup. So I need you to overcome your fear of no contact and to resist this temptation of overwhelming them or over communicating without a plan, without feeling ready, because it will lead to a setback. Like I said, it's one of the most common mistakes. And I actually outline the 10 most common mistakes people make after a breakup and give it to you for free as a gift simply by clicking on the link below to access a lot more information about the common mistakes that people make. What I want you to do is to go in the opposite direction. I want you to feel so inspired and to gain your mojo back. You can't do that if you are overwhelmed. You cannot inspire your ex if you're in a negative mindset. You cannot inspire your ex if you still have them on a pedestal. And the process of no contact and the approach behind a successful no contact will help you to make sure that you stay away from those negative dynamics. It is not easy, and it takes courage and conviction to go into no contact after a breakup, but it reaps fruit. You will bear the rewards of pulling away on your terms and setting boundaries to protect yourself, your psyche, and to make sure that you convey to your significant other that there are consequences to not being together. Ultimately, I know as a breakup coach that your significant other probably still cares about you, because most breakups don't happen because an ex loses feelings. I know that it's your greatest fear, but that's not why most breakups happen. It's about rebuilding trust. And in order to rebuild trust, we need to communicate from a place of well-being, and we need to communicate in a healthy way. And no contact helps us to also adjust our communicating styles and our communicating pattern. Because you will learn from your mistakes. You will have a little bit more perspective. I want to help you learn to do just that. Learn to communicate with your ex the right way. And that is why I have decided to offer free live trainings on a regular basis in order to provide you with the support and the tools that you need to communicate with your ex the right way, in a way that will help them feel validated without making you feel needy. So I encourage you to sign up for our free live training. The next one, you can click on the link below to make sure that I am here to provide you with support and to answer your questions. It will be a game changer, and it is my way of ensuring that I am there for you on your journey of breakup recovery. I know that you need support, and that's why we are committed to give you more of that support and to share with you powerful strategies and tools that have worked for thousands of others. That's as much as I can do, and I need you to meet me halfway and to put in the work and to be serious about how you approach your breakup recovery, to make sure that you learn things, that you raise your emotional IQ, and that you avoid common mistakes along the way. There are certain obstacles that are in your path. And my role as a coach is to help remove those obstacles, to help you to reach your goal in a timely manner and in a sustainable way. All of that, though, can begin with a period of no contact, even if your ex lost feelings. Perhaps they're not aware of it, and perhaps they're telling you that they've lost feelings. But I know from experience that you can reignite those feelings if you approach this process the right way. Good things are to come if you put in the work, and together we will continue to fight the good fight. As always, leave your honest thoughts, your questions, your concerns, and your struggles in the description of my videos. Our new commitment is to respond to the first 50 comments that are posted. I will do so personally to make sure to give you a boost and to help you unlock perhaps the next stage of your breakup recovery process. We are fighting the good fight, and I'm sending you all my love for your breakup recovery journey.